Fuck Fat and Spicy. Oh, what was that? I can't hear you, buddy. I can't hear you. There you are. Do we just have to hear it again? It was so good.
I thought you were like the whole time that was going. I could not hear. I don't know why. I heard it in the background.
It was like front and center in my ears, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phat and Spicy, guys. Tonight we're going to be getting down with something of the hottest time.
I'm still hearing this. Are you hearing it? Yeah. Oh, it's got louder. There it goes.
Okay.
I had it playing again in my head. Is that a thing? Or?
I think that was just you, dude. They just loved it so much. You just wanted to hear
I
it.
was
So
hallucinating.
yeah, Lucid just you took those shrooms. Is that what it was? It.
No, they're still sitting over here. I was supposed to take them like what, a month ago.
Don't worry, we're gonna get our Patreon set up, guys. And then for those of you that want to see some behind the scene antics,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying, some of that behind the scene fat and spicy, some controversy. You know, you want to hear the stuff that we are too nice to say on the air.
you should
we
hear us when the mics aren't on, guys. It's a whole different fat and spicy.
so like PR, right?
So
Yeah,
how about
guys.
that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's say this. We'll get a Patreon going, and we'll come up with a nice, easy price for everybody. And you guys can come into our certain live shows where, like the first one, I tell you what we'll do. Spicy will take some mushies, and we'll play some games together. And you guys can watch me progressively get worse until I just have to say goodnight. And we'll talk, and we'll have a good time, and it'll be fun, man. What do you say?
Sitting here, you're fucking convulsing at the fucking mouth. It's fun.
No, I
It's
don't do that.
fun.
I don't do that.
Oh, I gotta cut you off. I gotta cut you off.
The first, well, that's me anyway. But
You were
the
good until you
first,
started foaming at the mouth. Dude.
the first 45 minutes, I get the permagrin. I'm just like, I don't know.
And then after that, it just
No, no, I'm never what do you call it? I'm not bad with that stuff. I don't get crazy. I'm very mellow.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I guess that's the good thing about shrooms, right? They don't go bad. They just ferment longer.
I guess so. Kind of like a good beer, you
Wait,
know?
wait, can mushrooms go bad?
Yeah, you can actually get mold on them, like bad molds, you know.
But isn't a mushroom a type of mold?
Yeah, but they grow the wrong shit on them.
Like the mushroom
You don't
had
want that.
mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
sprouting off of it,
Yeah.
and then you pick those, and you're like, "Hey, these are the good ones."
So that made me wonder. You like remember when Jim Henson died, the Kermit the Frog? Uh he
Yeah.
had little mushrooms growing in his throat. That's what killed him. And I
Oh,
was often wondering if maybe he took too many psychedelics when he was like coming up with the Muppets and shit, and he just like they started growing in him. I don't. Maybe he became a mushroom.
that's
Maybe that
crazy.
explains all the weird
I mean, when you go
Muppety shit.
back and you think about it, you can go back and you think about all the Muppet stuff. You're like, man, somebody had to be fucking crazy going off the rocker on this stuff, right?
Oh yeah, dude, it was the '60s and '70s, and you're making puppets. You can't tell me that you didn't have a little bit of Muppet powder in there to help you out. You weren't snorting a little felt. You know what I'm saying?
I love Muppet powder, dude. God dang, the times that we were alive, dude. Like I said, we've discussed it numerous times on the show, you know, and it is still like sometimes seems unfathomable, you know what I'm saying, that we were alive when there was no internet,
Yeah,
you know.
I remember, dude. My eighth grade graduation gift was a CD player with Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, the CD, and Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em, the MC Hammer album. And
Jeez.
I liked old school hip hop. And I thought I was at the height of technology. Nothing more replace CDs. Look, they're shiny. We're in the future. It reads it with a laser. The Jetsons are next. When's my flying car getting here? No, man. But we have seen some amazing technology. Can you imagine being a kid at our age with iPhones?
Oh, dude.
Like us
No,
being kids, like 9 years old
that's
with like
yeah.
iPhones and
I mean, you know, that's when you're going through.
PS5s.
That's when you're going through the peak of puberty, there, man. So I can see why kids don't go outside no more. At least with the boys. You got the iPhone. Why are you leaving your room? Why are you leaving
Although
your room? You didn't have to go to your friend's house because you know his dad had a magazine that your friend had found, and you know your
I
guys
was
are
going to say,
sharing.
though,
You're looking at that. You're like, hey, look at that.
come
Whoa.
summertime, they've got a great pitching arm. I don't know what that's from.
Yeah, exactly. That one scene from Quagmire,
Yeah,
from
right.
Family Guy. Quagmire
I,
came like,
I,
ah,
I'm going to go back inside.
like it's that big ass arm, dude.
So how you been, man? You guys are getting some snow. I know Lozzie's not with us tonight because she's really snowed in. They got inches over there where she's at. She said,
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So finally in the South, dude, here in little old Georgia, dude, we're getting snow, and I think it's still snowing Yep, there's a blanket of snow outside of my house, dude. It's for the first time ever in my life I can actually see snow, like real physical snow. Like before, yeah, we had ice, the grass was crystaled over, stuff like that. But never have I ever seen like an actual blanket of snow across my lawn.
And it's only going to get worse, right? Like this is just the start of it for you, right?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. They're saying about they're calling between 2 to 6 inches. And I love how the big gap they leave. Like 2 to 6 inches.
Well,
Can you
so they used to
imagine?
do that
Like
in
that's how you went
Portland.
on a date. Like,
It's,
make them you tell you right now, it's between 2 to 6 inches.
hey, I'm a grower, not a shower. Apparently, it's a snower though.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Wow. Well, be careful, dude. Driving in that shit's never fun, especially if you're not used to it at all.
Yeah, I don't plan on driving unless, like I said, I know for the most part my job has called snow days in for today. I'm not sure about
Oh, good.
tomorrow, so we'll see.
Okay.
I didn't have to work anyways today, but it is what it is. Oh, I hope they do it for tomorrow, so I don't have to work tomorrow and get paid for it.
Right.
That'd be nice. But we'll see, right?
We will see.
But
Anyway,
other
it's
than
good to be
that,
back. Good to be doing a show. I missed you last week. How did your hysterectomy go? They get all the uterus pieces?
no, dude, I'm still trying to get
No.
the new one. No, but
You rolled with it, though. I give you credit. You rolled with the goddamn joke.
no, I know that you got the fires going on over in California, dude. Like, have you seen any of that? Are
Oh.
you affected by any of that or no?
No, no, no. It's a little too far from us south.
But are you seeing
Those are
like
in
any
LA.
kind of soot, ash or anything like that?
No,
Nothing.
not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We don't know. So I guess they're starting to move a little bit north. Like we were talking to a good friend of the show's, Mr. Absolute, and he was saying that they're starting to move up a little bit northerly, not north towards us,
Mm,
but if the wind keeps going up towards the north, or it happens to get up this way, we'll definitely see a little bit of that.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I know I was watching. I'm big on like conspiracies and shit like that,
I
dude. And
know
I was,
you are.
and I'm watching and I'm looking at all these little plans that I'm seeing that people are putting out talking about LA, the new LA 2028, the AI LA, whatever it's called. Um,
Yeah. Remember Demolition Man?
yeah,
That's what they're thinking, like that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
So they're like, yeah,
utopian.
like burn down everything
Yep.
and build the new
I don't believe in that. Look, this wasn't government set.
smart LA.
Smart Ellen.
That's what they're calling
The
smart.
government didn't set this. There were no space lasers that lit everything on fire. Although with TikTok, and we'll talk about TikTok soon, but with TikTok coming back, I was watching it one night and they're like, look at everything that got burnt except for this one blue van. And I'm like, oh no, it's going to be the blue roofs in Maui again. Everything got burnt but the blue van. It's a conspiracy. Remember the
Well,
blue roofs in Maui? Like the lasers didn't affect the roofs that were blue.
yeah. The blue roof and the red and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a blue Volkswagen Bug that made it out. Like perfect VW van. It was in perfect condition. It was bright blue.
So they actually already have a list of like smart cities already, dude. You know what I'm saying? That are already in effect.
Oh, well, dude, Dubai is one
Yeah,
of the biggest ones.
Dubai, Switzerland, Zurich, Switzerland, uh, Canberra, Australia, and Singapore. Places like these are all now. Uh, Atlanta, Georgia is going to be one. Um,
That's
like
your neighborhood, baby.
I don't, people used to claim Atlanta back, man, from back in time. Saying? People were like, I'm from Atlanta now. Some of the certain type of people from Atlanta.
It used to be like that with Portland too, right? It's like I used to tell people, shut up. Uh, I used to tell people I'm from Portland, and it was like, oh, that's cool. Now I'm like, I used to live in Portland. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Because one block is on. See, everybody. This is another thing with the news, right? I'm not saying about the fires. I'm just talking in general. The news vans line one city block, and they watch all these people rioting and protesting. And oh my God, Portland's on fire. If you actually went there, it was like literally two city blocks worth of crap. The rest was fine. But I am curious to see what this smart city for LA would mean. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, I guess to me, it's interesting. Like I said, the fact is, like you were saying, and I was saying, that if nobody have ever seen that movie with, I'll say Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, you
Which
know,
one?
Demolition Man.
Oh, dude, it's a great movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if people haven't seen it. Basically, what it is it's based off of the rich and prosperous pushing the poor out, or who they
Yep.
consider to be the poor. And it was basically a city that was supposed to be, in their eyes, perfect, but in the eyes of perfection, there is no room for homelessness. There is no room for, the mediocre in their eyes. So they pushed all those people out, and instead of them pushing them out, a lot of them went in to live into the underground cities. And as we know already from TikTokers and stuff like that, there are a multitude of underground cities across the U.S.
Yeah.
that have existed over time, and it's to me that's crazy that there's cities built on top of cities.
Yeah. Dude, Seattle, they have underground city tours of the old Seattle that was burnt
Yeah,
down under a fire, and then they just built Seattle on top of it, New Seattle.
isn't that? But isn't that just crazy?
It is crazy, but that's also shows like what we can do as modern humans, man. We can always survive. We
But
know how
my
to
thing
just
is like,
pick up the
I
pieces.
guess to me, it's crazy as the fact is like the levelness of everything.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that blows my mind to be like on the construction side of things, and be like, so under this building is another building. So where's the actual level floor at? Is that building on top of another building?
Hey, man, we've been building pyramids for 5,000 years. I'm sure we can figure out how to level a city floor.
I'm telling you, dude. But yeah, but anyways, going back into the smart cities and the cities
Yeah.
of the future, not the old. They got the mega project, that mega project called the Line in Saudi
What
Arabia.
is that?
So I'll pull up a little video for it and I'll show
Yeah.
you
Let's see it.
rather than me just trying to tell you.
Countless governments and companies have taken a stab at building
How long
a
is this one?
city of the
Some
future.
3 minutes.
Not 3 minutes.
There's Songdo in South Korea, the Alphabet-funded Quayside project in Toronto, which was abandoned in May of last year, and both Singapore
Abandoned?
and Barcelona have tried to modernize with smart sensors. In January
Okay.
2021, Saudi Arabia announced plans for its own futuristic city called The Line. Instead of communities sprawling outward from a central location, they would be built vertically and arranged, well, in a line, hence the name. Even though the vision for the city stretches 170 kilometers, it would do away with cars entirely and instead be connected by high-speed rail that would travel the entire length in just 20 minutes. And each individual community would be largely self-contained, so that almost anything you could need, be it a school, a doctor, or a quick meal, would be only a 5-minute walk away. The government says the line will run on 100% clean energy and make extensive use of sensors and AI to manage the city's services. And all of this is supposed to be nestled in the pristine natural landscape of the Tabuk province with minimal impact on the environment. Now the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has revealed grandiose renders of what the city will look like to match the grandiose plans. The line is envisioned as a giant glass and mirrored wall, 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, and 500 meters tall. That's taller than the Empire State
Wow.
Building. It would have
Yeah,
greenery
I was going to say
stretching
that's
along
almost the
top,
Eiffel Tower.
an open air ventilation system to help maintain an ideal climate year round, and it would house up to 9 million people.
No way. 9 million
Now,
people?
the line is just one part of Saudi Arabia's
New York.
controversial $500 billion
Yeah.
Neo megacity project. For
Neo
one, the so-called
megacity. I like
virgin
that.
land that the government is building Neom on is, unsurprisingly, not all that virgin. It is the ancestral and current home of many people, including members of the Hawatat tribe, who are
Okay,
being
let's
forced
go ahead and
from their
pause this here.
homes for what many see as a
Yeah.
I don't need the history lesson, but
Yeah. That's more or less.
so these mega smart cities, they're that when we play our D&D show on Mondays, I often talk with the DM Aaron about a game called Shadowrun where they live in like these arcologies, which is just like a mega structure just like that. One mega structure owned by a corporation where people live, work, everything. They don't have to leave. if you don't want to. It's all there. I mean, is that the future? Really? Are these like huge mega structures like this? I mean, did you see that thing?
Dude, crazy. To me, that's just like unfathomable. To be honest with you, like just the fact that we're they're thinking and they're doing stuff like this. I I would have never thought about doing something like that. I don't even know if it's if I could trust it. Like fully as 100%. Like if they said, "Hey, Jacob, you got a free pass to move here. Would you want to do it?" I'm like, I'd be on the fence. I'd be like, I don't know. Like what do they always tell you? Like when the new game system comes out, when something new comes out, what do they say? When the new car comes out, they say, don't buy it.
No, wait for the next one. Wait for 2.0.
Wait for the 2.0.
Yep.
Wait for the update. Let them work all the kinks out on that one. Don't be test number dummy number one.
You have a building like that. You're right. Don't be number one. Just don't. Those robots are going to rise up and kill you. But you have all of these, oh man, technologies at your fingertips when you live in one of these things. But are they watching your every move?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure
do the
that's
rooms have biometric sensors? They know what you're doing at all times.
dude.
If you decide to crank one out.
My thing is this though.
Well, we got a
If you
cranker in room
if
1622.
right? Hey, the heat are you okay? We sensed your heart rate elevating.
Your Fitbit's going nuts.
Yeah. To me, I'll tell you what it looks like to me, bro, and why it's so sketchy.
Yeah,
It looks like one big prison wall.
it
Um,
does. Yeah.
and you look at it, and it's like it's gonna be this tall, and this is all the stuff's gonna have on the inside, and this is how you're gonna get from one place to the next place. How do you get out?
How'd you get out? I was, yeah.
How do you get? They ain't say nothing. They ain't talking about no airways, no airstrips. How do you get
But
out?
I think that's the point is that you won't need to get out. Your government will be all self contained in this one big aisle.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, dude. And this is the future. And this is what the video games and like the cyberpunk books have been telling us for years is that this kind of stuff will happen.
Just
And now they're
imagine, just
talking about the singularity, like man and machine merging together, like us using implants and cybernetics and shit. These are fucking Shadowrun video games. This is Cyberpunk 2077.
yeah. I guess, I guess at this point in time, anything's better than what Elon Musk has going on, right?
Man, go ahead. Go ahead and play it. And then we'll talk about it. I'm not going to say anything until you play it. Not at all. Go ahead. Have a good time.
Thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Oh. Oh, he did it. Oh, great pause. Great pause work, by the way. Perfect pause work. Man, so you know me. I love astrophysics. I love space. I love space exploration. When this guy first hit the scene and he's like, you know what? I
Oh, he
want to
hit the
do
scene right now.
these.
He hit it.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
to. Wait, I didn't put my hand down. Um, when he hit the scene and he was like, we're going to Mars and we're doing these electric vehicles and we're going to do all this cool new shit. I'm like, okay, I'm with this guy. And then this kind of shit. Like, why would you? And he didn't only do it once. Watch, keep playing it. He turned around and did it again. Watch, he does it again. Motherfucker. Why? Now, I get that you're wrapped up. Remember Tim Kaine? We're going to go to Idaho and Washington and Oregon. And they're like, this guy can't be president. Now you got this shit. I don't think he meant it as what it was meant. It was what it looked like. I really don't. I think what you said before the show is very true. You get wrapped up in the moment, the blood's going, shit's happening. Your boy just got elected president. You stood there as he got fucking inaugurated, right behind him. Yeah, you're gonna be a little pumped and you might fuck up a little bit. Maybe give the guy a break. But has this guy just gone true wacko? Like all the way around? Is he like one step away from being like Dr. Evil?
I think he
He's
is.
got money.
He's the embodiment of Doctor Evil, dude. Dude,
And,
when I saw this, bro, I died laughing. Excuse me. I died
Yeah.
laughing, dude. I could not come to words and come to terms. I couldn't think of what to say in response to this when I was like, I got to talk about this on the podcast. It's,
Yeah, I almost didn't want to have a pre-show with you because I didn't want to ruin this.
oh my goodness,
Because I
like it.
really wanted to know. I knew you'd have an issue with that, not an issue, but a thought about it. So, what do you think? Do you think it was a caught up in the moment thing? Do you think your true colors were shining through there, Elon? Like,
I
what
mean,
do you think?
as we know, he did it twice, right?
He did it, Adolf Musk over here.
Yes, he had enough time to think about what he was doing, and
Right.
he was like, you know what, hit him with it again.
There was another video out of there. Oh, here, I'll take the sunglasses off. Where he was like standing on the dais with the Bill Cosby eyes, just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I
Maybe
think
he is a robot.
no, he hit that with too much passion. Look at that. Look at the teeth. Look at the bite on the teeth. Look at the bottom on the bottom lip. Ah,
See, yeah,
that's too much passion.
that
A robot
that
can't have that much passion.
that's like my
But
O face. Just
if you study and you look and you listen to a lot of these guys, a lot of these billionaires and you know higher ups, elites, I guess you could call them, tend to read and look up to, if not idolize, the ideology that a lot of these people over history shared. People like Alexander the Great, people like uh, Adolf Hitler, people like what was the little short guy? Can't think of his name.
Napoleon.
Napoleon. You know, they share a lot of these similar ideas, and they're like, oh yeah, he wasn't that bad. You know, and they're like, well, if you think about what the way he was thinking, the logic behind it, you know, a lot of these
Well,
people.
you're not wrong. I mean, look at every person that you just named. All conquered land, right? That was their point. But now the land is unconquerable. You have armies and walls and countries with tech. So what's the next land to conquer? The digital land. And that's what these guys are doing. They're the Napoleons of the digital land. Who can come in and scrape up the most the first? And when they did it, they made billions. But why are all the tech bros that were so we're gonna free speech and there's not gonna be any censorship? Why is it all of a sudden coming down to like, well, no, maybe that's not the way we need to do things? Why are they all jumping the Trump train so quick?
It's not. I don't think they're all jumping the Trump train as they are
They were
basically.
all at the inauguration.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying they're jumping on the Trump. I'm not saying that they're not. But I don't think it's for the simple fact that they're like, oh, we're gonna ride it just Dutch dick. No, they're looking at it from a business standpoint. They're all looking at it from Trump. What can Trump do for us?
I get it. So what happens in 4 years when let's just take a hypothetical. I want your opinion. 4 years from now, Bernie Sanders gets elected president, the mad socialist himself. Hey, you know what? Everybody, I want you to get on board with me. I'm Bernie Sanders. Come on over. And they're all going to come in, and the tech bros, are they going to be kissing his ass next?
Yeah,
Is that they're just
that's
going to
what
jump
they
from
do.
platform to? So at what point do the morals stop and the business end kick in? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
What,
is
dude?
it?
When these guys have no morals, which is why they're able to survive for so long.
That's not my point. Um, so like you saw that we talked about this the other week. That Facebook took away the fact checking, but now if a liberal comes in, does the fact checking come back in?
That depends on what they want.
I guess that's
That's
true.
literally, think of it as a restaurant, right? Well, the last owner had calamari on the menu. Well, I'm the fucking new owner, and I don't fucking like calamari. Fucking deal with it. Don't come back.
I get it.
What are you not? What are you gonna do? Not use Facebook? Not use social media? People suck it up
Hey,
because they have to, because they want it that bad. They have, and the techs know that they like any well good drug dealer knows that when you got a good drug, doesn't matter what you do, you could hike the price up for $20 more, and the fiends are gonna come back, dude.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter when you
it's true.
have a good product and the shit's good. Doesn't matter what you do. You could cut it, mix it with some bullshit. The fiends are gonna come back and they're gonna want to taste for it, dude, because they can't get enough forget. But again, like we talked about this before, dude. When people sit there and say, "Oh, I blame this, I blame corporate America, I blame businesses," blame yourself. Blame
Yeah,
people like you who are consistently giving back and giving these people your money, giving these people your views. When you sit there and you walk and you sit there and you type out, and you're like, "Oh my god, I can't stand this
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
TikToker
whoa,
right
whoa, whoa,
here."
whoa, 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 hold on, guys, don't listen to him. Give us your views, please.
Yeah,
We need them.
yeah. Well,
But
no,
yeah, yeah, I
you
know.
know,
I'm sorry.
when
I
you're
was being, I was
sitting,
just being funny.
yeah, jeez, when you're sitting there and you're like, I can't stand these people. Why? Who made them famous? And then you go under their video and you leave a comment about how much you hate them. You just supported them.
Yep. Every comment, every
Every
comment.
comment, every view, you just supported
Yep.
them. You're doing exactly what they want because in
Yep.
their eyes, they're. I hate to say the
Say it. No,
word.
no, no, no. Say exactly
I
what you said.
I
I
hate to
know what you're.
say this because
Do it,
it's the nasty taste out of my
please.
mouth. Business savvy. These idiots that are on here are so business savvy that they know for a fact and they believe in the concept that any publicity, even bad publicity, is still publicity.
Yep.
And then you sit
We.
there because it makes me think it's like you're sitting on there. Oh, this guy's an idiot. Who's the bigger idiot?
Yeah.
The idiot that's
Well,
on the screen, or the idiot that's giving that idiot the views?
Han Solo said it, or Obi-Wan said it to Han Solo. Who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows? Damn it, absolute.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so let's move on to another topic that I find near and dear to my heart because you know how much I love my TikTok.
Dude, that's all you do is scroll TikTok, dude. I'm like,
It's not all I do, but it's all I do when I'm lying in bed at night trying to go to sleep.
that's what you do to go to bed. That's what you do to wake up.
No, I don't do it to wake up. I wake up with I actually have I'm going to be a nerd. I've got 3 news apps that I read.
Oh, I mean that's good though. That's good at all. Um, speaking of technical difficulties, there we go. But yeah, guys, if you're just now hearing, or if you never knew what TikTok was, it's a social media platform where people go on there, post content, and whether they're doing silly dances or reviewing a certain video, they use TikTok as a platform. TikTok is a platform for people to upload their own little personalized videos, whether it be comedy, skits,
Are you
romance.
explaining TikTok to these people?
Yeah, well, some people don't know what's the tiki talk. I don't know. I'll tell you what the tiki talk is.
I'm 47 years old. I know what TikTok is. I don't think we have to worry about it.
Trust me, dude. I used to work for the phone company. I know people don't
Oh
know what
yeah, you.
TikTok is, dude.
That's true.
All
I
right.
was there when it went offline. I was actually lying in bed on my back, looking at TikTok, and it was like I went to the next video. Oop, this service is unavailable. I'm like, did I just witness TikTok go offline? And then
Kind of like
it was a
seeing
shitty 12 hours.
when television went to color TV.
Yeah,
Stuff
right.
was all black and white and just started.
Can you imagine? Well, I was talking. My dad. My dad's 84. Okay, born in 1940, before the golden age of television, and he can. He told me one day, he's like, and this is his words. I remember sitting in front of the old TV, waiting for Howdy Doody to come on. And there was it wasn't going to come on at 3 o'clock. It came on 3 o'clock, 3:10, 3:25. You know what I mean? When it came on, kind of like us. We're supposed to come on at 7:30, but sometimes things happen. So that's how it was back then. It wasn't like this hard scale. And they'd sit and watch static. And my dad would be like, I think something's happening. It's a different kind of snow. It was just snow on the TV, all in black and white. And then he said they went to the World's Fair and they saw color TV. And my grandfather started crying because he thought he'd never see the day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like I said. It's good. It's good and bad. Technology is good and bad, man. You know, it's kind of a double-edged
What?
blade.
Here's a question for you. So my grandfather, coming from the age of like horses and buggies, right, into the age of cars and television, and then weeping when he saw color TV. What technology would you see that would bring you to tears where you're like, I never thought I would see this in my lifetime, and you shed tears because it's so amazing to you? What would it be? I know for me it'd be a teleporter.
It's just no longer DoorDash, just door plug.
Yeah.
Bling, bling, door plug.
Or a replicator. But what would yours be? Do you know? Like what would be something?
So actually
I know I'm
bring me to like literal tears.
yeah, where you're like, wow, I can't believe I lived to see this happen.
Golly,
And then
man.
you're on the
Oh,
phone with Spicy. We got to talk about this on the show. I'm like, I can't. My nurse is telling me I've got to go to bed.
oh man, it had to be something to do with. Look at this.
Hey, no, no, no. I was waiting for you to say a sex bot.
Oh yeah.
Wonka Vision. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, honestly, I think it would be like something that was able to make me shed a tear. Realistically, it wouldn't be anything to do with technology, as far as like in a sense of like being able to
A
get
gadget.
products. Yeah, gadgets.
Yeah.
It would be. I mean, it would be a gadget of sorts, but it would be for uh, use for like to help benefit people, like in an actual beneficial way, not just I got my pizza faster. You know. Um,
Think about how teleporting could change humanity or a
yeah,
replicator.
that's
No more
true.
hungry people all over the world.
That's true.
African people are like in their
But I
villages
can't
eating
say
filet
replicator. You
mignon.
already said that, but like,
Well, then the original.
mine would be a device that could allow you to see or record, like unlock your memories.
Oh. Like actually like be able to project them onto a screen to like rewatch what your brain knows.
Yeah,
Wow. How about like being able to watch your dreams?
like
Like you
I
dream at
mean,
night, you don't remember, and then you can wake up in the morning and watch it.
yeah, that'd be crazy too. But
Can you
yeah, like
imagine?
but yeah, just something to unlock your memories. You know, to unlock those things that you may have forgotten, the good times
Mhm.
with your family. You know, stuff like that that you may have forgotten. You know, I think that would probably be into a tear.
Oh, you had to try to get spicy Misty, man. What's your problem?
Hey, I'm just saying. You seen that episode of Rick and Morty where they had the one guy and he was in the chair making the cookies, the vanilla, the wafers,
No,
and he
I'm
was
I
like the tears.
don't remember.
I'm gonna try to look for it, dude. Just see.
All right. I don't think we can show it. We don't want to get pulled down like we did last week
Right,
or
dude.
a week before, yeah.
So like,
So what do you got out there? You got about an inch of snow out there while you're looking this up?
I think we're at an inch, dude. About an inch. I can go find out real quick.
No, no, no. No, keep your pants on.
I don't know if it's gonna be an inch, a true inch.
But I need my soundboard back. God damn it. Oh, that's too funny. Um, so I assume no school for the kiddos tomorrow.
No, they're doing online, dude.
Is that a thing now for your kids? Like, okay, let's see.
The iterations off the central finite curve, there's a Rick that works more with wood than polarity plating. His name is Simple Rick, but he's no dummy.
Simple
he
Rick.
realized long
Don't remember
ago
this.
that the greatest thing he'd ever create was his daughter.
I love Daddy!
We captured that moment. We run it on a loop through Simple Rick's mind. And the chemical that makes his brain secrete goes into every Simple Rick Simple Wafers wafer cookie. Come home to the
Shut up.
impossible flavor of your own completion. Come home to Simple Rick's.
That's good. I forgot how much I love that. My wife is super into it. Like so my wife likes arts and craftsy stuff, right? But she is putting together these books. They're like 3D book nook things. Like they sit on the bookshelf, but it's like a book but turned the other way, and like you can see inside. There's like shops and weird shit. Anyway, micro putting together shit. While she's doing it, she's watching Rick and Morty on the phone. So I'm sitting here playing my games or even playing GTA with you. And the one thing I hear is Uncle Rick, or what the hell? Oh, is that the snow?
No,
Dude, take a bite.
no.
Take a bite.
I'm not gonna. This is nasty. I'm not gonna bite.
Take a bite.
No, mother
Put some cherry
Nature is
syrup on
not
it.
clean, bro.
Mother Nature's as clean as it gets.
Not outside in the yard.
Oh yeah, don't eat yard snow.
Yeah, no. It's like don't eat yellow.
You know what? I just realized that I did this whole episode in my bathrobe.
Hey, it happens, right?
I was trying to be warm before the show, and then we started, and I forgot to take it off.
Sometimes
No, I don't
do
want to
the
take
show
it
with
off.
no pants on. Just show up with a shirt on,
No,
and hope to God you don't notice.
you've seen me in like my floral print shirts. You're a dick. I will be wearing my pajama pants or something under them just for comfort, but I'll always try to look nice on top.
Yeah, dude, Jesus. This reminds me
Whoa.
of the videos that I see online, dude, where the guys are like doing the interview, and they like they're working, they're doing their job, a remote job. I think it was one guy. He was doing the news. He was doing a news interview from home, and he
Okay.
only had the top suit on the bottoms.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was
See,
two. It was two people. The guy on both ends. The guy stood up and he was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And the other guy said, "No, no, no, look." And then he stands up and he's doing the stage. He
shut
only has
up.
the business top on.
That's funny. Have you seen the videos of these guys that are getting caught cranking one out on the Zoom calls and shit?
No, dude, that's not that's not on my
What? What? What'd you say?
that's not on my watch list. It's not on my for you page, bro. That's not. Oh God.
Dude, they're like these businessmen out there, and they'll be like on Zoom calls, and they forget their fucking cameras on, and they're just sitting back. So quarterly reports are a little slim this week. It's yeah,
No, dude, I've never seen that. It's not a.
it's crazy.
You can't be. You can't.
I guess some chick got caught too. Like she had the camera on, and like there was a reflection, and you could see her peeling her potato. I don't know what to say on YouTube. I could feel the evil in the room now. Says Absolute.
Oh my God, dude! Just giving people an inside look into your for you page, bro. The
Dude, it's crazy shit like
you
that
you built
and
that
baby monkeys.
algorithm brick
I
by
know.
brick, bro.
Brick by motherfucking brick. Brick by skeezy, slimy little brick.
Fucking
That's where I
disgusting.
found out about that guy. Dude, Laws hates that guy. We played some TikToks last week and I brought up the king again.
Oh God,
Dude,
he's
she had
crazy.
nothing to do with it. I
He's
loved, but
crazy, bro.
that came up on my For You page and I just kind of fell in love with the guy.
So back to the thing, dude, with the for you page and everything and TikTok being
Yeah.
banned, bro. Uh, there was a part of me that kind of felt relieved, but bad. You know, like this, I was upset that I felt kind of relieved, or like I don't even say relieved. It was just a sense of like I think it was like a chuckle. I shouldn't be
That it was
chuckling.
gone?
No, I shouldn't be laughing or chuckling at
No, no, no.
people's downfall or like their how do you say their demise. You know, there's a lot of people.
Misfortunes.
Yeah, their misfortune. You know, a lot of people use TikTok as a source of income, and a lot of people make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know,
A
from it.
lot of money, dude.
And some of the people that I think are idiots make a lot of money.
Yes.
But again, like I said, I can't sit there and fault these guys for finding the niche, for finding the knack that was going to help make the money. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But to me, it's
Hey,
just
if you
like,
can find a slice for yourself,
yeah,
that's
you
all
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? You know, like, and it's just like, man, I'm like, and but the thing was like, all these people were like, now what? I think the thing that like kind of like just kind of made me eye roll is that people were like, now what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Now how are we supposed to play? People were like begging for money and like all this shit. And I'm like, get a job.
Were you actually on the network? You're not a TikToker at all, right? Like you're not
No, no,
really
no,
on the
no.
platform.
Whenever they said it was gonna be banned, and people were, I saw all of a sudden people were looking around. They were like, "It's banned. I can't get my videos. All the videos that I got on there now." And people were like, "I gotta go try to save as many videos as I can." And I'm like, "Let me check." And
That's
I'm looking out,
easy,
and
by the way,
it
dumbasses.
said blocked, and I was like, "Oh, look, they actually did it."
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. So
The biggest upset for me was I just had uploaded some new clips of Fat and
fat and
Spicy.
spicy. I know. I saw
I
it
think the
too.
day before, I was like, oh my God, I just went through like fucking 25
Were
fucking
we the
clips.
reason that TikTok got banned?
I think it was. They were like, I'm tired
They
of these
couldn't
fucking
handle the fat
guys.
and spicy content.
Yeah, dude.
God damn it. I will say this. It was a weird 2 hours before TikTok went down because I was there watching all of it. There were girls that were like, you know what? It's like my last 20 minutes on TikTok. So here you go, boys. Show their boobs or other things. Um, and then there were a lot of people that were coming out being like, hey, this husband and wife team, yeah, we're not. We're actors. This is all a thing that we do. Since TikTok's going down, we're just gonna let you know it's all been fake, dude. We script all of this. I was like, whoa. Like there's some dude who has like this little midget mom and he plays the trombone, like whenever she does stuff. And at one point it was the same thing. They're like, yeah, we're actors. This isn't fucking real. It's all garbage. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
Yeah, like all these people were coming out and revealing themselves to be fraudulent content. And
but
then as soon
I'll
as
tell.
TikTok came back up, they're like, "Hey guys, did you like our joke? Wasn't that funny?" Yeah, no, that's not how it is. Keep watching. And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Well, see, my thing is, I tell you this: if you yourself cannot sit there and realize that TikTok is scripted, you need help. You need actual help. If you cannot
Yeah,
realize the same way that you cannot realize that the sports entertainment industry is
I was just
scripted.
I was just gonna say, wrestling's fake and I enjoy it. TikTok's fake, I enjoy it. It's about
Oh,
entertainment. I don't. It's not.
I'm talking about sports entertainment as well.
That's wrestling.
I mean, like sports as well.
WWE is called sports entertainment.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about, motherfucker.
Oh, you really think there's crooked zebras out there, like cooking the numbers and
Dude, the
shaving points for
NFL, dude,
Vegas?
all that, you know. Yes, Vegas. Yes, I'm all,
Oh,
all
let's
fucking.
let's
Come
let's
on,
talk
it's all,
about that for a minute, because
it's
Spicy
all
loves the
classified as
gamble.
what though? Entertainment.
Entertainment.
And
You're right.
entertainment is what in Hollywood? Scripted.
Yeah, and it's all money.
Yep. So, like I
I've,
said,
I work in a pub, and we always have the football games on. And I'm not the biggest football guy. I'm a baseball guy. I love my Oakland A's. I love my Mariners. I got a couple of teams. I'm not just like a one team guy. But when I watch some of these football games, as not a fan, there's nothing to do some days, so I actually look up at the TV. Dude, you see some of these refs make stupid calls on stupid shit, and it made me wonder. I'm like, are they in some gangster's pocket? Is there some casino owner that's like, man, we got to cover and lay off some of this action. You got to make sure they don't get that 8.5 points. You know, they can't cover the spread.
yes.
I'm just saying. Some of it seems a little The Super Bowl last year was the same fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
With the Chiefs, of course the Chiefs were going to win. Taylor Swift was going to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It had to happen. The Chiefs were every single person in the world threw their money on the Chiefs.
But again, dude, the same way. They always say at the same time, you know, the house never what loses, right?
House never loses. You're absolutely right.
So
Oh man, what are we getting ourselves into in 2025, man?
what I mean, what are you talking about?
We as a
This
nation, we as a people, we the
all
people.
has, dude. This all has been like all this stuff is not new. Like people just refuse to believe it.
What do you mean?
You know,
I believe it's happening. I'm going to speak my mind here because we have 10 minutes fucking left. And maybe I should save this for the Patreon show, but God damn it, I'm going to say, no, really.
remember they TikTok.
I'm gonna,
We're coming back. We're coming back.
we're coming. Um, Here we go.
Say
Donald Trump caused an insurrection on the Capitol building on January 6th when he claimed that the election was stolen. That man was gifted power and allowed to walk back into the White House. Is he the savior we need, or are we really dumb blind sheep? Tell me now. Because I don't know what to think anymore, dude. If this is Tim Kaine, when he ran for, I just talked about it. When he ran for office, he got excited on stage. We're gonna go to Idaho. We're gonna go to Oregon. We're gonna go to Washington. The next day, I'm dropping out of the race because the newspapers were like, he screamed in a convention because he got excited. He can't be president, but Donald Trump can. He can pay off porn stars and be a convicted felon and be allowed back in the White House. I don't understand this. I really don't. And I'll tell you what, I will tell you the same thing that I told everybody that was at the bar that was arguing with me one day. If Joe Biden had sat in front of a courtroom and was convicted on 34 counts of fucking whatevers, I'd be saying the same goddamn thing when he got elected. We cannot have a felon in the White House. I don't care what side of the fucking party you're on. It doesn't look good for our country.
No, no, we are a joke,
It
dude.
just
It's
doesn't.
like we are a joke, especially in the eyes of other countries, dude. Come on now, when you sit there and you say, "Oh, my president served in the military," our president, he was an astronaut, our president was a doctor, he saved so many lives, and then the U.S. is over here with the nerve to be cocky and look condescendingly and say our
Yeah,
guy's a fucking convicted felon and proud of that shit and proud of it
I'm
and be like,
proud of
oh,
it.
and the minds are so fucking small due to some of the American people that they sit there and say, oh, he's a badass. He's not a fucking badass, dude. There's nothing badass about being a fucking convicted felon. If anything, it's worse. It means you got caught. It means you were doing shit and you got caught. You weren't smart about it. It's not mob fucking, mentality. It's none of that shit. The mob bosses, blah, blah, you got fucking caught.
And if you were doing that shit and you claimed to be so smart, you never would have got caught. We never would have known about it. The best mobsters never get caught. They stay under the shadows. They do their work dirty from the outside, not the inside or whatever. You know what I mean? The guy didn't even put his hand on the Bible and he's selling Bibles.
He's like,
I'm just saying.
did I make that Bible? I didn't make that one. You didn't buy the Trump version. Can't swear on that one.
Put the Constitution inside. It's a beautiful Constitution. We've got it. Everybody said, no, no, we can't have a Constitution in the Bible. I said, you know what? We're going to do it. It's going to be beautiful. China's going to pay for it. It's going to be okay. Donald's going to save it. It's going to be the Bible. And buy my shoes. Buy my shoes. Melania loves the shoes. She loves the shoes. They're beautiful shoes. Beautiful, beautiful shoes. The biggest shoes. We always have the biggest crowds at these conventions. They're always coming up to me. They're crying. A guy came up, Donald, your shoes are the most beautiful shoes I've ever worn. Tears in his eyes.
Don't
Love
forget,
the.
everyone else is gay but me.
I want to be drinking, dude. Not when I'm drinking. Oh, I remember Stormy Daniels was talking that he has a little. She compared it to the mushroom guy in Mario Brothers.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
Toad.
Yeah. God.
Oh, this. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I was gonna go off on a rant about how we hate England, but they're respected because of their ceremony and whatnot. Our country has a certain amount of ceremony and circumstance that needs to go into everything, and I felt this year was no exception. It looked really good. It was brought indoors. I know it was cold outside. I've got a whole other conversation that we should talk about on Patreon show, but we're not going to do that here. Um, but we do have a new president, and right or wrong, we're still Americans. Whether you like the guy, you don't like the guy. I didn't like Bush. Now I'm a fan of Bush. Like I'm talking about W, not the dad. I'm talking about the son.
You're talking
Nobody
about
liked him. Nobody
talking
liked him when he
about
was in
George,
office, but now he's kind of like, he's lovable. That's George W.
George.
Me and Daddy, we're going to do this. He's awesome. Clinton. Clinton's cool. He's an old cool dude. Yeah, he got blown in the office. Good for you. If I was president, I'd be like, bitch, get. Never mind. We're not going to go there. I'm just saying, man, it doesn't matter who the fucking president is. They're all going to play their games. They're all going to do their thing. But you know what? In the end,
Not
we're all
really.
Americans.
Is ICE
Not
out
really.
again? Are they out again?
Oh, I don't. So I was going to ask about that.
I think I did say that. I think I did see
Isn't
something like that.
isn't
where
there
they were all
something
set
like?
up. But I mean, it's. I'll tell you what. It's
I saw.
nothing new.
Well, no, real quick.
It's-
I saw something on TikTok where this thing came up. It was like somebody's page, and it said, "If you see any illegal immigrants, here's ICE's website and phone number." Like it was somebody's post.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what?
it's nothing new. It's nothing new that hasn't been, over the years. If you've lived in the United States, it's nothing new. The same way that it's nothing new when something racist happens, it's nothing new. Like the people are like, what do you expect? They're like, yeah, they're shocked that it's still happening, but nobody is truly ever really shocked that it's still happening. That racism is still alive in 2025. You know what I'm saying? Are we pissed off a little more that it's still alive? Yes. But are we surprised? Truly no. Like, and like I said, it's gonna be that way, for the longest time because there are no repercussions.
I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna agree with you, but on a different level. It's not because there's no repercussions. I think there are repercussions. What I think it is I think it's And I'm not defending racism. Please, people, don't take
He's
this
a
the wrong way.
racist. He's a racist. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go.
This fucking guy over here. I love you, and you treat me like this.
You make me this way.
You break your father's heart. I think it goes back to the lizard brain. You got to protect your clan. Anything different is scary. Anything scary is dangerous. Anything dangerous is bad. And I think that just can't change in people's brains. You know,
I'll
it's
tell you
kind of like the same. Like, why hasn't America? How come every progressive country in the world has had a woman leader except for America?
because they don't like change. Because they don't like change. The people don't like change. As simple as that. Like you said right now, they don't like change. They don't want change. Why is the motto "Make America Great Again" instead of "Make America Greater" or make I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
It's the
Again, bring it back.
mentality again. The
Yeah,
mentality of again. And that's how it is. And that's how people have always been. Why? Because people are scared. People are weak. People are feeble. They don't like change because they don't think themselves are capable and strong enough to adapt.
you think that's what it is? They don't believe that there's any room for adaptation. Because I
No.
know at 47 I'm stuck in some of my old ways,
Come on,
but I'm always listening and learning.
listen to some of the things that we say to each other. You can't teach an old dog what? New tricks.
Yeah,
I'm too old to learn the new stuff.
yeah,
You come, and even you yourself at one point had the mentality that way, dude. Before you started doing the whole behind the pint thing, and you started editing your own stuff. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, man. I need your
that's
help,
true.
bro. You
That's
had the
true.
same mentality, dude. It's like I wanted to learn, I just can't. I was like, look, bro, you wanted to make the show happen, you got to do it. And what'd you do? You sucked it up, you did it, and you produce a fucking beautiful show.
And I started to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Dude, I looked forward to like sitting in the editing room for like 2 hours on a show, 2.5, just cutting it. Yeah, it was fun for me. You're right.
It's the
You're
same
right.
shit. It's the same shit.
But at what age are the people not willing to surrender anymore to new ideas? Trump just came out and said there's two genders. What
Back
now?
then,
What happens if Elfie one day is like, I kind of want to identify as they them? That's another gender.
I'm like, well, I mean, either you can get your ass beat or y'all can get your ass beat. I'm just kidding.
You fucking dick. Oh, I love you so much, dude.
I was just joking. No, like, I mean, to me, is this it's simple. The same way that racist people will teach their kids to be racist, I will teach my kids, and if they choose, they have a mind of their own. I never will stop my children from learning whatever they want to learn. Like I'll never sit there and say, "Oh, you can't learn about the LGBTQ community. You can't learn about what gay people are. You can't."
Right.
No, I would never would do that. I will teach you what I think is right, but you are allowed to make your own decision.
Well, with Trump's White House, they want to get rid of all that stuff from the schools, man.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
They
know.
want
I'm
to
not saying.
rewrite history. They want Martin Luther King to have never existed.
I mean, they didn't want they didn't look, they tried to paint Christopher Columbus as a hero for so long.
That's true. That's very true. In fact, I have
So,
some Italian relatives that'll tell you to go fuck yourself if they hear you talking shit
you know
about
what I'm saying?
Columbus.
Like
He's an Italian
do we
hero.
still have Columbus Day?
We do.
That's what I'm
No,
saying. Like,
no, yes and no. I'm hearing that they're moving it more towards what are they calling it? Indigenous Peoples Day.
yeah. But for
So,
so but for
okay.
so long it was Columbus Day. It was celebrated. And the fact is that people out there knew the truth and didn't say nothing.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? Why? Because, and it's like I said, it's been going on for so long. It's nothing new that's happening now. You're probably just knowing about it now because you're probably just being awakened to the idea of something like that. And even then, it's still unfathomable. People are like, I can't believe the government would do that. Blah 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 blah. The government, my government this, my government that.
Well, we also didn't have access, like you said, to the technology to fact check things on the fly. My
Well,
teacher says do a report on Columbus. I can go online and find 100,000 articles where he's a piece of shit, and one article that says he discovered America. You know what I mean? It's all right there. Back in the day, you had the encyclopedia and you had your school book, both of which were, I hate to say the word, whitewashed.
yeah.
You know
Just like our dear old Father Jesus.
who?
That's a Jesus.
Did you say Jesus?
Whitewashed. Look,
Man,
regardless of what it is, I
I
tell you right now,
saw.
I look,
I
I believe in God. I'll say it right now, but I don't believe. I believe that there are a million people right now that could be watching this show, and a lot of them may have a white Jesus in their house. Jesus was not white. I'm sorry to tell you. It was too much sand. There was too much sun over there. Not enough trees. He was very tan.
Bible described Jesus. He had the hair the color of burnt brass, or I'm sorry, skin the color of burnt brass, and the hair like a woolly lamb.
No,
That's a Middle Eastern guy.
that's
That's
not the guy.
Yusuf.
That's not the. That's not the guy I've seen in the
That's
church.
fucking Yusuf. Yusuf could look
Who
like
is that
Jesus.
guy?
He looks
Who
more
is
like
that
Jesus
guy?
than you or I do. Although if Yusuf heard me calling who is a Muslim him Jesus, he probably shit in his fucking pants.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. But no, guys, we appreciate you guys joining us, man. You know, it looks like we're looking at the time, and I'm getting flashed over here. We're 3 minutes over, but hey, it is what it is, guys. If you yourself have enjoyed this content, guys, and you enjoyed the Fat and Spicy show, we urge you to please head on over to our YouTube and check out more content, where you can look at things like our D&D campaign. You can watch his back behind the stage podcast, Behind the Pint. All you got to go to his YouTube at the PNS Studios, guys. Like, share, follow, subscribe, guys. As always, if you can leave a comment, we would love to reply to you. Anything and everything else, guys. Last but not least, don't forget that I'm Fat,
I'm spicy.
and this has been the Fat and Spicy Show.
And don't forget to click the UR code up in the corner. Or
What's
QR
that do?
code. I'm
What does
sorry.
that do?
I don't know, but they should find out. Click it and find out.
You can't click it, dude. Nobody can click it. You got to scan it with
Well,
your
you
phone.
use your phone. You know, that's what I mean. See, I'm old. I don't know the technology shit.
What if
You,
somebody's what if somebody's watching it with their phone? How are they supposed to use their phone? You didn't think about
I guess
that.
you're shit out of luck.
You didn't think about that.
I didn't.
Every time you and these big brain ideas, dude. Every time I tell you, you don't hear.